So Jim, now cover for us salt. And we have some visual aids here for our audiences, and cover what Dr. B's opinion was on salt and why we need it.
Well, David, salt's absolutely critical to the body. As you know, in the hospital, they give salt water called saline. They never give an IV of water. Water's poison to the body without salt. So starting at the top up here, your brain and spine is in salt water called CFS, cerebrospinal fluid. And that salt has to be topped off every day and kept up there, or you have problems like he explains, Alzheimer's. Every cell in the body needs salt to balance out, to have a certain amount of water. As Dr. B says, you've got water inside the cell and outside the cell. Without salt, this balance is not maintained whatsoever at all. You got salt in your bones. Your tears are salty. You sweat salt. But more important, salt is sodium chloride, sodium chlorine. The stomach takes the chlorine to make full-strength hydrochloric acid so that you can assimilate the minerals contained in your food, your fruits, vegetables, nuts, meats, cheeses. These minerals have to be processed in this hydrochloric acid or your body can't use them. So a lot of people keep eating and eating and eating. The brain says keep eating because it wasn't able to use the minerals. There's a lot of controversy about your stool, whether it floats or sinks. Well, anybody that's had chemistry, they know that minerals have weight to them. So if the body used the minerals contained in your food, your stool should float. It's fluffy, there's nothing in it. So when it sinks, it's because it's heavy. These minerals weren't utilized. So getting back to the salt aspect, it's in your bones. Every cell has to have it. All animals have to have salt. If you don't have the salt to make the hydrochloric acid, then you're going to get heartburn, acid reflux. You're going to have pancreas problems. You're going to have high blood pressure. You can have, the list goes on and on and on. Even in your digestion system, you have to have salt. Your kidneys, according to Dr. B, have to have salt to extract the acid. A lot of people that are in renal failure, when they start adding salt back into their diet, then their kidneys come back online. So salt is absolutely necessary. It's critical.
So Jim, how do you know when your body needs salt, and how do you know when you have like too much? What's the way for you to read your body to give it what it's asking for?
Well, one way, David, is if you've got swelling in your fingers, or your ringer's tight, or your eyelids are swollen, or you got swollen ankles, not one swollen ankle, it's got to be two. You could have had an injury, and that's why one is swelling. So you're getting too much salt, so if you drink some water and stay away from salt, a couple of glasses of water, it'll wash the salt out of your system. Another way, if you're not sure, that you could take a little bit of salt and put it on the end of your tongue. Always drink 2 or 3 ounces of water first, and then put a little salt on the end of your tongue. And if you feel better right away, I mean, if your vision improves and you got a surge of energy, then you definitely needed the salt. If your vision gets blurry and you get lightheaded, dizzy, or nauseated, then you didn't need the salt. So then you take some water and clean that salt off of your tongue, because your tongue is a window to the cells in your body. Sublingual, you put salt on your tongue, 10-12% goes into your bloodstream, changes the molecular structure of the cells. Same thing when you put sugar, it goes right into the bloodstream. It changes your blood sugar, and if you've got aches or pains, that sugar goes. Most people are running 100% on sugar, and you're healing on sugar instead of other things, because most people aren't giving the body all these other critical things that it needs, which is covered in our book right here on A Simple Basis.